Hello guys, this is Sonia. I'm back with you this week to share more truths in God's Word. And today what I have for you is the story of the woman with the issue of blood. I'll give you all the scriptures down in the comments because I want the story to lay it out, and I won't get the time to do it if I don't do it that way. Here, this woman had suffered 12 long years, and she had been to many physicians, so that meant that she had to have money. And she spent most of that money on doctors, if not all of it. And so she was depleted in funds. She was shamed and outcast because she was considered ceremonially unclean. She couldn't touch anything or anyone because if she did, everything had to be cleansed by the priest. People would have to go to the priest and have themselves cleansed. Well, she also took the chance of being stoned if she was caught out in public because people were afraid to be touched and they didn't want to be labeled as, unclean, because that meant they could lose their jobs. That meant they could, be contaminated, and they would have to go see the priest. Well, this woman had tried doctors for 12 years. She'd tried everything. And then she heard about Jesus. She heard about him, and she started going after him. When she heard, as soon as she heard, she went after him, and she started saying, while she was going to meet him in the crowd, she's making her way through the crowd, "If I just touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole." Well, I believe she did that so that she would encourage herself to keep going and to keep her mind off what could be going, what could happen if she was caught. Plus, she was desperate. This woman had went through everything in 12 years. She had so much loss in 12 years. She had to dealt with depression. She's surely dealt with shame because people would point at her and call her unclean. Can you imagine how that would make someone feel? She was being bullied for 12 years, pretty much. She was an outcast. She was lonely. So much was going on. But she decided, I am going after Jesus, and I am going to get my healing. And she went after him, and it says that she touched him. And then he said, "Who touched me?" And the disciples said, "Who touched you? What are you talking about? We don't know who touched you. There's a crowd. They're gathered around us. We don't know." But the woman, fearing and trembling, said that I touched you. She told him she touched him. And he said, one version told her not to be afraid. It says, "Daughter, take courage." That meant don't be afraid. Your faith has made you well. And another one said that your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Here he's calling her daughter. Daughter. She wasn't his daughter because she was a Gentile. And he was a Jew. And Jews and Gentiles, they didn't mix. And here, because remember, in another version, there was another woman told Jesus that even the dogs ate the scraps off the master's table, and she was a Gentile. But so this woman here was considered a dog to the Jews, but Jesus said, "Daughter, take courage. Your faith has made you well." And so immediately she was healed. Jesus didn't have to call her out, but he did. I believe he called her out for some reasons, was that he wanted the crowd to know that she was healed and that she no longer had to be ashamed. And here it says, "Go in peace." Peace means shalom. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Because she answered, and because she went and she admitted to what she did, he said, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole. Go in peace, shalom. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Everything that The years had stole from her. Those 12 years, the years of the cankerworm, I'd say, they stole her well-being. They stole her money. They made her shame. Here he's restoring her. He's restoring her back to the community. He's telling them that she's been made whole. She can go into the community. She can be a part of the community now. She's made whole. Nothing missing, nothing broken. He took 12 long years and it just all disappeared. He made her whole again. She could go back to her family. She could go back to business, doing business. She could go back to being part of the community, not being an outcast, not being lonely, and also going and telling people what he'd done for her. Guys, that's amazing. Guys, I'm all out of time, but like I said, I will put the scriptures down in this verse. But remember, go after your healing. Don't sit back. Be like the woman with the issue of blood. She had nothing to lose but everything to gain. Guys, I'm all out of time. But have a blessed day. Bye-bye.